It's a repeat of the Silk Cut Challenge Cup final. Wigan beat Leeds at the end of April. Can their youngsters do the double, or will Leeds win this cup for the first time? This should be a very, very close game indeed. Stephen Ganson from St Helens ready to get this Academy Challenge Cup final underway. All these lads under 18, under 19 I should say, on the 1st of September 1993. Wigan in possession. Good tackling straight away from the Leeds Academy side. Cantillon. Wilson. This is Barrow. There's the Leeds team. Mayer, Golden, Cummins, Cook, Gledhill, Holroyd and Gibbons are the backs. The forwards, Pearson, Shaw the captain, Fozzard, Kennedy, Leatham and Vasilakopoulos. And a great break on the far side. This is Horton for Wigan. Superb tackle though, but a good break over on the far side of the field.
Beautiful run by the second rower there, just through the dummy, went straight through the gap.
This is Stevens. Barrow. Good tackling by Golden.
Did well there, did the winger give out and they knock on. A bad mistake there from the centre, Paul Stevens. Not the best play of the ball, and there you can see Barrow, the winger, making a real mess of that.
There's the Wigan side. The backs, Craig, Radlinski, Hope, Stevens, Barrow, Long and Wilson. And the forwards, Riley, Cantillon, Griffiths, Knowles, Horton and Hatton the captain. The substitutes, Bunce, Smith, Prest and Smythe. Their coach, Ray Unsworth. So Leeds in possession with Shaw. On again along the line. There's the loose forward, Vasilakopoulos. One of several of these players who have had first team experience. Kennedy tackled straight away. Once again Shaw, he'll be an important part of this Leeds side, as will the man who's just kicked the ball, Holroyd. Deep into space. Already it's got the Wigan defence scrambling. There might be something on here for Leeds. Well, just enough in the end by Andy Craig, but it was another clever kick between three players by Holroyd which caused the confusion.
Super kick there from Graham Holroyd. Really did get plenty of height.
Wigan have had more of the possession so far. Here's Cantillon on to Riley, trying to drive wide down the flank. Still Cantillon for Wigan. Good step. Held up well by Leeds. Mayer helping with the tackling. Barrow. Good work that once again by Wigan, but it just didn't come off.
Obstruction.
Wilson.
Yes, I'm afraid the little half-back Wilson allowed one of the Wigan players to run in front. You can see there's a loose forward, Hatton. You cannot do that. Stopping any chance of the Leeds defence getting towards him.
There's the man who obstructed. Hatton underway again. Great tackle that once more by Mark Griffiths. Holding up Gledhill. The rain just coming down at Old Trafford. It'll make handling a little bit more difficult, but the pitch, as you can see, in very, very good condition indeed. There's Shaw. Now that'll be a feature of this game. He'll try and run at every opportunity from that play the ball position.
Good second marker work though by the second rower, Horton.
Chance for Mayer. Ball spilled out of his hands. In fact, it was pulled out of his hands, so that'll be a penalty to Leeds. Pearson tackled. Shaw once again onto Vasilakopoulos. This is Fozzard. Great tackle that. That was a superb tackle from Mark Griffiths.
Whoa, bang. What a great hit.
There's Griffiths. Leeds trying to work something, but quickly tackled. Play on, says the referee. Once again tackled and the ball spilling out, and there was no offence there, so good work by the Wigan defence.
Well, Kennedy was looking for support there.
Excellent run there by Martin Hope. One of a number of internationals, Academy internationals on show here. Well, this game was billed as a real clash of the big two. St Helens won the league, by the way, but these two sides have brought their big guns in for this game, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Two tackles to go. Cantillon once again giving it off to Riley. He'll use his power and his strength, and he's got some of it.
Get away, Ed. Get up him. Get up him.
Wigan quite happy to use their big set of forwards. Good run from the hooker Cantillon there.
Seemed to take a right hook there from Vasilakopoulos. Good run by Stevens from the acting half-back position, playing there while Cantillon still out receiving treatment. He's going to continue, though. This is talented Sean Long trying to dip it through, but Holroyd there just in the right place. That'll be another interesting tussle, won't it? The two number 6s.
He's in a lot of pain, though, Graham Holroyd. There you can see it. Twisted the knee, I think. Now there's a kick that went through from Long, and you'll see Holroyd get involved, and he just twists the knee. He's in a lot of pain.
Well, that will be a real blow for Graham Holroyd if he has to miss the rest of this game. It'll be a bigger blow for Leeds if he's got more serious problems. Mayer.
He looks in a lot of pain, I'm afraid, Graham Holroyd. There was nothing malicious with the tackle, he just went down awkward.
And the ball dropped again in the tackle, so some good work once again by Wigan, whose tackling has been really decisive up to now. Good work there by the Leeds defence, though. Shaw helping out.
Graham, problems for Wigan. Their hooker, Phil Cantillon, has left the field. Now we feel it's a blood bin situation.
Here's Barrow. Golden just about brings him down. Both sides effectively reduced to 12 men at this moment. Here's Long. Substitute on. In fact, they've brought a substitute on very quickly for Wigan. Smith is on. This is Craig trying to slip through. Good tackling by Leeds, but Craig still pushing on. Here's Long. Lovely dig through. There could be something on here if the ball is taken. And he's over for a try. Over on the far side of the field. Chris Radlinski gets it. Joy from his teammates. And Chris Radlinski, whose grandfather comes from Poland, has scored for Wigan.
Superb play by the standoff, Sean Long. There you can see the calculated kick, and well finished off by Radlinski. It was a planned move. They knew he was going to be on. Long ball out wide, and this man is all talent. A superbly weighted kick, and the winger takes it with glee. That's one way of beating the sliding defence. He slides over for 4 points.
You're watching Sky Sports.
Wigan have won just about everything before them, but so have the Brisbane Broncos. Now, these two superpowers meet in the World Cup Challenge. See Britain's best clash with the might of Australia in a Big League special. Wednesday at 10, live on Sky Sports.
Some years ago, to prove that nothing weathers better than Santex masonry paint, we took one lighthouse and painted it with Santex, and one lighthouse keeper, who we didn't. So there's the proof. For longer lasting good looks, use Santex.
Introducing new recipe Pedigree Chum Complete. Supreme nourishment in a dry dog food. All the nutrients, vitamins and minerals essential to your dog's well-being. And now it's even meatier, with 3 great tasting varieties. Original, beef and tripe, and lamb and vegetables. Supreme nourishment with the meaty taste dogs love. New recipe Pedigree Chum Complete. Top breeders recommended.
We were losing in the final of the Jungle World Cup. So I built the cup with Cocoa Puffs right to the top. Look what you can win when they saw the milk go chocolatey on the big screen. You couldn't stop the goals pouring in. Oh, yeah! As part of a nutritious breakfast, the crisp chocolatey pops taste magic.
I think this was the turning point.
Right, they turn their milk really chocolatey.
Talk us through it then, Coco.
It's down to the Cocoa Pops. Starts milky white, then goes all chocolatey.
Fantastic.
We'd rather have a bowl of Cocoa Pops.
He's a wolf in sheep clothing.
Let me get a good look.
Check it. It's like Jet Magazine.
A smooth talking.
Please be gentle.
I won't hurt you.
Love machine. But in the game of love,
Where are you going?
Oh,
what goes around
you really relaxed me.
comes around.
Call me.
Another chance to see Boomerang tonight at 9:05 on Sky Movies.
So Leeds restart the game. Martin Law has come on for Leeds, so both sides now back to 13 aside. Barrow again getting involved, not just hanging around on the flanks. They've brought him inside to add something a little bit different, Steve-O.
Well, they've got to all work these days. It's great to see the wingers come in and take a little bit of the load off the forwards. But that really was a tremendous try by Wigan. They really have impressed me in these opening minutes.
And here's Horton driving through. Horton might go all on his own. He will. Horton, Simon Horton. A brilliant try by Simon Horton. There he goes. Well, that was absolutely outstanding. It's 8-0 for Wigan, and just the start that the doctor ordered as far as they're concerned. And Simon Horton, 6'3" and 15 stone, powered his way to the line quite brilliantly.
Well, we said that Leeds were having problem with their defence, and you can see they just hold off this beautiful running second rower. They went far too high. At this point, I thought he would have passed the ball. He had people on the inside, but he threw the dummy. You can see the fullback, Andy Craig, saying, go right towards the post. And that is a tremendous try.
And a kick from right in front of the post now for Sean Long. It should be 10-0 for Wigan. Long clips the ball over very nicely indeed. It's Leeds 0, Wigan 10. This is Long, who in the semi-final up at Castleford scored a magnificent try from round about that area where he changed gear, went through the gap and went fully 70 yards to touchdown. There's Stevens, not the captain of this side, but the captain of the Great Britain Academy side. Wilson again, Long once more, Griffiths. Well, Leeds at this stage really need some possession. They're having to work hard without the ball, and that can become somewhat frustrating.
Oh, bad mistake there. Prop forward Mark Griffiths just getting in the way. They switched the play from the outside. A little bit of off-the-ball incident there. Referee Steve Ganson saying, I am not having any of this. You can see trying to bring the ball back inside, but the prop forward Griffiths just got in the way.
Law tackled. Oh, sure, this is Gibbons. On to Leedham. One first-team appearance for Leeds. James Leedham.
It's a big problem for Leeds, especially when they've lost Graham Holroyd. He was the man that should have been organising their attacking play, and it's now going to be down to the little halfback Anthony Gibbons to sort them out.
There's another player who used to be a halfback when he was with the amateurs. He and Holroyd played for the same team, were picked up over in Hull, kicked through, but again that doesn't quite come off, and Hatton is there to sweep things up for Wigan. This is Craig.
Not a well-executed kick there from Vasilikopoulos. Bit of a wasted opportunity. Probably the first time that Leeds has applied any pressure in the Wigan quarter. There you see it. It's really a gift for Hatton.
Smith for Wigan. There's Wilson again. Useful player, comes from New Zealand. Actually, a nurseryman in this country. Long. Kick downfield, problems for Mayer. The ball goes backwards, he's lucky to get away with it. Perhaps a little bit of nerves early on, but Stevens up very quickly to tackle, and the ball absolutely thrown away. There's Barrow, and Mayer and Stevens are having a go off the ball. Hatton has touched down, but there's mayhem off the ball. Now the referee is going to have to sort this out in some style.
Well, they were going hammer and tong off the ball. It was a gift to Stevens. The fullback Mayer made a real mess of things. And in and about, they really got into each other. This is the incident where the ball spills through. He tried to get the ball away. That is not what you do in your own quota. There the ball comes free, and then off the ball incident. Stevens, they really did get involved.
Now, has the referee given the try, or has he blown for the incident beforehand, for the knock-on beforehand?
No, he's taking the knock-on. This is the incident where Stevens goes through. You can see in the back play there, Mayer, he throws the first one. Stevens says, I'm not going to take any of that. Goes with the head. And look at the referee, good positioning. Well played by the referee. He went in early. Fists were flying, then got away with it. Well, that surprises me. In my book, it was the fullback, Mayer, that threw the first one. But so often, the man who retaliates is the man who gets penalised.
Well, it's been a superb opening from Wigan. They're really dominating the game defensively. The forwards are putting some big hits in. But one of the stars for this first 20 minutes has been Simon Horton with his wide running. It's caused plenty of problems for the Leeds defence. But I'm just a bit concerned. The Leeds defence are playing it stacked around the ruck area to try and nullify the big Wigan side, but they're just going too high. The technique's letting them down. They need to hit a bit lower.
So Leeds in possession then. This is Vasilakopoulos, and again the ball spilled by Leeds. They just can't get hold of it.
Well, he held the ball to the last moment. Looked a shade forward, in fact. Oh, that's pretty high. Dearie me. Oh, he felt that one. Look at this.
Hope.
Oh, combination. Well, he hit the chest according to the referee, Steve Ganson. Look at this. That's crunch time. Not surprisingly, he lost the football.
Law trying to gain yardage. Once again, Shaw. And that wasn't the best of passes by Shaw, was it? And even Mick Shaw, normally so reliable, has gone to the dogs.
Well, they're going through the horrors of Leeds, I'm afraid.
We're into the last 10 minutes of the first half. Craig. There's Stevens. Smith tackled. Wilson, long. Knowles does well. Kicked through by Knowles. Not quite accurate enough. He thought about giving it out to Barrow. Here's Mayer. Mayer not able to wriggle clear.
Good run from the second rower, Matthew Knowles. It's been a big feature in this Wigan side. The two second rowers, Knowles and Horton, they're having a field day, running out wide, just off the fringe, just on the inside of the centres.
Leatham, not the best of passes. It went backwards, says the referee. Some pushing down at the tackle.
A little bit of a knock on there. Referee missed the first one, but I'm afraid he didn't miss this one. There you see it.
Wilson again, long. Stevens, might be something on here. This is Hope on the far side. That was high. Hope still going though.
Well, that just typifies what's happened to this Leeds defence. The referee goes to his touch judge. He allowed advantage there. He knew that it was a high tackle. To lose forward Vasilakopoulos. And that has been Leeds' big problem. Going far too high. And good refereeing by Ganson.
Leatham.
Well, Leeds really desperate now to get on the score sheet before the half-time.
Pearson swung to the ground. the best position Leeds have been in for some considerable time. Gibbons slips on the turf. It's been that sort of afternoon for them. There's little Shaw trying to work something, going between the spaces, and Shaw is in! Brilliant try by Mick Shaw, the man who has picked up from open age rugby in Halifax, has gone over the line and has given Leeds something vitally just before half-time.
Super run from the hooker, and they needed it badly. He saw that the second marker was just a little bit asleep, but look at the determination there. That is a superb try. Mick Shaw, the lead skipper. You can see David Riley, the prop forward. The second marker was non-existent. And look at that determination. That is a great solo effort. And boy, oh boy, didn't Leeds need it.
Paul Cook then, taken over the kicking duties in the absence of Graham Holroyd. Cook straight between the posts. Good kick by Cook, so that puts Leeds, who in territorial terms have hardly been in this game, back in it just before half-time with points on the board.
You can see how the hooker there, Mick Shaw, realised that the second marker not working hard, and you can see the Wigan defence stood back. Super run there from the hooker. This kid got plenty of talent, and he's also got plenty of determination. Look at that. For once, Wigan went high and paid the price.
Long then restarting there. Shaw delighted with that try. Now Mayer.
Not playing the ball correctly. You must use your foot. Quite a few players are getting into that bad habit. Well spotted by the referee, Steve Ganson. But what a time to give away a silly penalty like that when you've just got back into the game.
And there's Shaw, and you can see what he thinks about it. He just got them back into the game.
Well, he did play it. You can see on the replay the full-back Lee Mayer wasn't the best play of the ball, but he did make contact.
There's Long then to increase Wigan's lead. It's an easy one, and he puts it over very comfortably indeed. Leeds 6, Wigan 12, and that's the half-time whistle. And how annoyed and how frustrated the Leeds side will be. They've not been in the game. They got a try right at the end of the half and then gave it away in that play the ball situation. So Wigan dominating. Can Leeds do anything about it in the second half? Leeds 6, Wigan 12.
You're watching Sky Sports.
Sean Long getting the game underway for Wigan in the second half. They've made a substitution, Leeds, at half-time. Ricky Wright has come on, and Nick Fozzard, one of the forwards, has gone off the field. So will that make a difference? Straight away, Wright involved. Shaw once again. Kennedy. Well, the half-time team talk will have been interesting in both dressing rooms, Mike, won't it?
Yeah, I think Leeds were quite happy to have gone in just 6 points down, thanks mainly to that wonderful run by the hooker, Mick Shaw. But to be fair, Wigan probably a little bit bemused as to why they were not more points on the board. They really were outstanding in that first 40 minutes.
This is Smith. There's Wilson. Griffiths.
The main thing for this Wigan side now is to not panic. They are in the driving seat. Play basic football and use the kicking game. The big kick from number 6, Sean Long. That's what they've got to look forward.
There's Riley. Good run by Riley. This is Long with a little dink into space, clever little ball into space, sending the Leeds players backwards, and see how quickly they're up, and great play by Long, tackling Mayer in goal.
And we saw there, Graham, in the opening minutes that the second rowers running out wide. On that occasion it was Matthew Knowles. They're having a field day out wide.
This is Knowles. Griffiths. Hatton, again Long, lovely sidestep by Long. He's right up for it, and he has been a major difference between the two sides. Play on, says the referee. Well, the ball was dropped to play it.
Well, I can't believe that.
In fact, it's Cummins tackled, Francis Cummins, a man who's played in the Challenge Cup final before. He's played in this Academy Cup final. Now Wright, this is Gibbons. Leeds trying to work hard to get back into it.
Much better play there from Leeds. A good break from the loose forward, Vasilikopoulos.
This is Law. Law still going. Might be something on here for Leeds, trying to flip it back. Yes, it's wide to Golden. Can Golden get in on the far side? Great defence. Has he got in? Yes, he has. He's given it. Golden scores for Leeds. Barrow couldn't stop him. And Marvin Golden gets the ball over the line to the delight of his Leeds teammates.
Well, only seconds before it was Golden that was the try saver. Now he becomes the try scorer. Excellent play. Carried the ball in the right hand and fended it, but he lost possession on the replay. He lost that one, and quite fortunate, but it'll go down as a try. The referee, Steve Ganson, had no hesitation. But there we see it was bad tackling from the Wigan defence. Good run from the substitute, Martin Law. Not the best pass, but it gets out wide. Look at this fend. That is excellent work, but he lost the ball for mine.
Paul Cook then. 1 from 2 attempts. Can he draw his side level? Crucial kick. And he has. Great kick by Paul Cook. So it's Leeds 12, Wigan 12. Good tackling once again from Wigan, but Leeds just with that extra spring in their step at the moment. Here's Shaw. Good run by Shaw.
Well, it really is a game of two halves. We saw in the first half that Leeds, their defence was really all away, all at sea, and now Wigan, they've got the disease. They're going a little bit too high.
Vasilikopoulos, I think that was an attempted drop goal. Well wide, allowing Craig to pick up for Wigan.
Quite adventurous there from Vasilikopoulos. It's a long way out. Oh, and there's a dummy using the shepherd. You must stand square at the play of the ball. The second marker had moved off. There you see it. See how it went to the right-hand side. You have to stand square. They didn't. That's why the penalty was given.
Well, John Keir alongside me. It's 12-12 at the moment, John. If it's a draw, what happens?
If it's a draw, Graham, we go to a replay because obviously the tight schedule of this Old Trafford day wouldn't allow us to play extra time. But I think it'll be far from a draw, Graham. I think there's too many good players out there. The space is bound to arise as the game wears on, as fatigue sets in. So I don't think it'll be a draw. I think there'll be plenty more points yet. But all credit to Marvin Golden. Try saver, try scorer. He's turned the game around.
Leeds then. Have they got the resilience to come back? I'm sure they've got plenty of that. There's lots to look forward to for the remainder of this second half. Here's Riley. Again, the tackling going low that time. The messages clearly got through, as Steve-O was pointing out in the first half. Offside.
Well, they've plenty to choose from. Paul Cook in the centre there, making no attempt to go back. Just takes a couple of strides. Not happy with it. Put a lot of pressure on his side.
So Wigan then with Wilson. Long. Hope. Wilson once more has Riley to drive in. He's been very effective doing exactly that for Wigan all afternoon. Wilson just looking around for the possibilities. There's Long trying to drive into the angles. Good tackling. Somebody getting a boot in their face there. As Long got up, the referee is suggesting, I think he might have flicked the boot out deliberately.
Well, the substitute, Ricky Wright, really got a mouthful there. You see, actually it's the knee. Sean Long, eager to get on with the play the ball. Stray knee, just caught the substitute. The replay, quite painful.
So Leeds trying to bring things away. Leadhill, leading try scorer for Leeds. Mayer, not the best of passes, and again Leeds spilling it. Wigan eager to get on with it. This is Smith. Hatton. Play by Hatton. Horton around the play the ball area there. This is Long. This is Horton. Here he is. The strong man. Brought down that time. Wilson driving for the line. Can they hold him up? There's enough bodies there. Fifth tackle. Fourth tackle, I should say. 2 to go. Long. Well tackled there. This is Cook. He's well brought down.
Good defence there from the second rower, Matthew Knowles. And it had to be because Cook was well away. Desperation there. But both sides making a lot of errors.
Matt Kennedy, signed from Open Age Rugby, the Milford Club in Leeds. Again, the delivery just not quite right, but Shaw able to make something of it. Great run again by Shaw.
Well, the lead skipper leading by example. The hooker Shaw having a fine second half. So's this guy, Vasilikopoulos. They've stepped up a gear now of Leeds.
Cook looking for the drop. That looks good to me. It looks good to the referee as well. Leeds 13, Wigan 12, and Paul Cook just tagging the point on.
All the time in the world. The experience showing there in the centre, Paul Cook. Leeds quite content now to use their big forwards. This is where the kicking game, they must get a deep kick into the corner.
As Cook looking to knock it in. Radlinski is the man with the ball, slips in goal, and Cook is in there quickly. And Gledhill is in there quickly as well. Good play by Leeds that time. Intelligent work.
Super play by the centre, Paul Cook. He's leading by example there. There is nothing that the winger could do about that. Good play from Leeds. They're getting the ball out wide. The link is working.
Vasilikopoulos again, he drops the ball in the tackle. It spins loose again, and the knock-on given.
Just trying to force a pass again as the loose forward. Just lost the grasp of it there. They'll play the first knock-on. Well, maybe there was just a touch there. Yeah, there's the loose arm. Pretty difficult for the referee to see that, actually.
Here's Hatton.
And that's a steal. Francis Cummins will be penalised for that. Tried to get away with it, didn't. See the arm? Just a little drag away there. Doesn't take them long, does it? The experience in the first team with Leeds, played at Wembley, of course.
And Wigan bringing a substitute on, Mark Griffiths, who had a great first half going off the field. Lee Prest has come on for him.
Pretty tired is a prop forward, Mark Griffiths there, but he's had a fine game. Brought off some beautiful tackles in the first half.
Here's Prest. Wilson, Riley.
Well, Wigan really have to drop back into the success story of the first half, and that's using the big forwards out wide. But when you lose possession like that, it can become a nightmare. David Smith it was that you could see quite clearly. Eyes looking at defence coming towards him, rather than making sure he took collection of the football.
Here's Golden. Wigan have had a great record in the academy. They did the double in the first year of the Academy Challenge Cup. They won the league last season. Now they're hoping to win the cup this season, but this is Shaw who might have other ideas. Super tackle though by Andy Craig, former England schoolboy international. This is Wright getting the ball back. Shaw, again, great play by Shaw. Seems to have so much time, always the sign of a class player. Gibbons, Kennedy.
See how Leeds are getting over that advantage line with a lot more ease than they did in the first half.
Cook trying to dip the ball through.
That was a wasted kick there from the centre, Cook. Didn't position it well at all.
Rob Smythe was the man catching it. Stevens dragged to the ground. Pressed again.
That's good defence. They cleaned that act up in this second half of Leeds.
Smith. Good run by Smith. Still very tight. Leeds 13, Wigan 12. Here's Horton. Dink through. Well taken on that occasion by Francis Cummins.
Great refereeing there from Steve Ganson. He realised that when the kick was put through by Sean Long, all the players were in front, and he let them know, stand clear and do not touch the football. Great referee.
There's Shaw again. Another great run by Shaw. Excellent yardage.
He's been the difference, Graham. He was the man that pulled them out of the mire with a try just before the half-time break. Quite frankly, his runs from dummy half in this second half. Interference at the play of the ball, and this should be a gift. 2 points. You see it, it's Christian Wilson.
Paul Cook. 1 point between the two sides. Can Paul Cook make it 3 points between the two sides? Yes, he can. Good kick by Paul Cook. So it's Leeds 15, Wigan 12. And Wigan at this stage, with time ticking away for them, must really wonder what they have to do here. Quick kick by Sean Long, trying to catch Leeds unawares.
Good thinking. Desperation stakes now for Wigan. See, the winger there was offside. Supposed to all be behind the kicker, but they've got away with it. Leeds defence very slow to get back. The good thinking by Wigan there. They know that time is against them.
Paul Cook, 7 points to him so far, kicking downfield. This is Radlinski, one of the try scorers. How much Wigan would pay for another now? Horton, another of the try scorers, slips on the turf and goes to the ground. The feet of Pearson. Now this is Hatton. Knowles. Knowles still driving on. You still wouldn't put any money on the eventual outcome of this one. This is Smythe.
This is where the legs are getting tired. Mistakes start to come.
Long, flipping the ball out. Hope going for the line. Hope, is he there? Yes. Has he given it the referee? Confusion reigns. The referee has given it. And everybody looking to the heavens. And Martin Hope getting the applause quite rightly. There didn't seem any way through. He had other ideas.
They may have not have had the land or the glory, but they had the hope, and this is the man. Beautiful run there from the centre. Look at the determination. 4 men, and he goes in between, spins round and forces the ball down. The referee, Steve Ganson, was on hand. Perfect positioning. Nice long ball from Sean Long. But look at the strength, determination, the fend there. He spins around off the tackle and gets the ball down, does he? It's pretty tight.
Sean Long, who's just kicked the one conversion up to now. Can he kick this one? It's from another difficult position. It's not a bad effort, but it's not good enough. And the score, Leeds 15, Wigan 16. Don't leave your seats. There's plenty of excitement to come in the remaining few minutes of this one.
Well, did he get it down or did he lose it? Well, he looks to have lost it to me. But let's be fair, Leeds also was awarded a try that didn't look like a try. He definitely lost it. So that's brought the scales of justice on a level peg.
Knowles. Craig, good tackling. Gibbons doing the work. There's Prest. Still going Prest. Can't find the support. Good work again by Long.
Excellent work from the standoff there. Quick run from the dummy half, confusing the defence. This really has lifted the game now.
Well, it swayed one way and it swayed the other way. Who is going to be the Academy Challenge Cup winners? Lovely little kick. Beautiful kick by Sean Long.
Good play by Hatton there. He ran past all his players just to ensure that everyone was onside.
There's Golden. Well, it seems a long way to the other end from here. As far as Leeds are concerned, they're just 1 point behind, though.
Well, Leeds do have the firepower. Two centres, Francis Cummins and Paul Cook. What can they bring out?
Right tackle, lad who comes from Workington, was signed from the Workington Academy. Not tackled, play on, says the referee. This is Kennedy, gets the ball inside. This is Gledhill, beautifully tackled by Long. He's not just created things. A little bit of argy-bargy going on. Gibbons attempts the kick through, rebounds, that'll be offside.
Just bounced into the big prop forward, David Riley. Nothing he could do about it, just ricocheted away, came off Long's back, offside.
Imagine you're Paul Cook, and this kick possibly to win the Academy Challenge Cup for your side. 6 minutes to go. There goes Cook. 3 Wigan players right in front of him. Is it good? It's hit the post. Oh, the agony, but it's still in play, and that was a chance, a half chance for Leeds as well. Now here's Smith. Great tackle by Vasilakopoulos. Hurt him as well. Vasilakopoulos stays down under the impact from Smith.
Good run, but this is a replay that hits the post. Oh, dearie me. How close can you go? The centre, Paul Cook, could not believe it.
Pressed. Long, lovely run by Long, that looked high.
It was high. The Silicopoulos, that's the second occasion. And that could well have lost them the game, because Wigan now will eat up the time.
There's Hatton. There's one of those big forwards, Knowles. Good run by him as well. Leeds having trouble coping. Craig, tackle. There's Smith, looking for the angle, still going Smith, he's got one in front of him, excellent tackle by Mayer, it had to be. Wilson, long his tackle, crowd screaming for offside, the ball's still alive though. Craig, there's Horton, Horton still going, well tackled though. Hatton, the skipper. Stevens.
That'll be the turnover. They really lost their way then. They could have put a little kick through. That's what they should have been doing, but now defence is all important. And Leeds, they have to take the gamble. And can we get someone like Mick Shaw, a great solo run? That's what they've got to look for now.
One point in it, 2 minutes to go. Leeds trailing, Leeds in possession. Gledhill, the winger, held up by Radlinski. Leeds have got to gamble. Ricky Wright. There's Cook. Cook kicks deep, asks Golden to chase. The ball deep in territory, it's run dead. Golden was herring after it over on that far side, and Cummings was as well. There's Cook who put the kick through. Long. Riley. They'll just play out the tackles here, Wigan. They know how close it is to the end. They'll keep possession, they'll not do anything stupid. Hatton kicking it deep into Leeds territory, finding touch.
Good thinking there from the loose forward, Hatton. He's had a fine game too, especially in defence. They realise the importance of getting that ball downfield. Seconds ticking away. Wigan still hanging on to that 1 point lead.
Super tackle on Cummins, and the referee blows the whistle. Steve Ganson from St Helens blows the final whistle, and Wigan emulate their seniors who won the Silk Cut Challenge Cup. Anthony Hatton picks the cup up for Wigan, passes it on to Wilson and to Horton.